All right, gang. I know that this group loves an unboxing, and I'm not unboxing everything here, but I gotta show you what I did. I found another glass haul. So I found an estate where someone passed away. They were a fusing artist, and so I went and made a deal, and I'm gonna walk you through a little bit of what I got. So these are three boxes from D&L that are all full of, these are sheets of Tecta. They're about half sheets of Tecta, and there's three of them. This one was open. These two weren't even open. So it starts with 3 boxes of amazing Tecta. There were a couple of Morton grids and a bunch of Morton pieces, so I'll show you that in a bit. But let me show you, this is my messy studio. There's lots of totes here. These shoe boxes are full of different scrap glass. Some were cut off scraps, and then some is vitrograph. He had his own vit kiln and pulled a lot of stringer, and so there's some vitrograph in here. But look at this, there's all of these boxes as well, and there's some more down there. This is full of Tecta up here, and this box is, I'm not pulling it all out, but it is just full of tools. There's some molds that you can see, some really interesting bits and pieces in there, including, I'll do a separate video on this, but an old school stressometer so that you can test with polarized filters. So I'll show you how that works in a future video. There was a bunch of glass rod. Let me come around and show you what that looked like. Oh, well, let me show you all this scrap. Look at all these half sheets and stuff, and a bunch of scrap glass. More totes. I'm gonna very carefully step around here so that I don't cut myself and hurt myself. There, can you see all those? That's all bullseye glass rods. He did flame working as well, which I don't do, but full of bullseye glass rods and a whole bunch of clear. And I think these might be clear bullseye rods. Look how long these are. These are super long. I don't know if they are for sure or not. They might be 104 glass, so I'm gonna have to do a test sample and see. But you see just how much more scrap there was. Here is this giant box of Morton parts. So Jennifer, if you're watching, I'm gonna need some tutorials, my friend, because I don't know how to use this yet, but I would love to learn. There's a bar, a couple of bars, and there was just a big sheet of circle that he'd already cut. Lots of Dicro. I can't begin to tell you here. Let me come over here. There were full sheets of Dicro, like full CBS sheets of Dicro. There were 3 sheets, so I've already stashed those in there because for safekeeping. But he had these CBS Dicro kind of sample kits. So there's marked Dicro. There were 3 boxes of those. There was this giant bin of Dicro. This is the second one. Where's the other one? Oh yeah, come over here. Oh, I got some gold leaf and some silver leaf, and then there's a whole bunch more Dicro. Look at all of these pieces and a whole nother bin. So I am swimming in Dicro pieces, but look at that. I could stare at that stuff all day. I also ended up with a bunch of this Dicro. This is not fusible. I found out after I got home. This is marked, and I'm gonna eventually sell this, but I don't know if you can read that, Boro Float. So this is actually float Dicro, which I can't use. And I think that's what all these little scrap bits are that are down in there as well. That was all kept separate. So I think he was segregating his pieces. And then the big mamma jamma, look at this. We counted, there are 45 full sheets of bullseye glass. 45 in this giant stack. I don't even know where I'm gonna go with all this because there's just so much of this, but man, I've got glass for life here, in addition to what I already showed you, the half sheets that are down here and a bunch of large scrap. All that small scrap I'll consolidate. Some of that I might sell actually, so stay tuned. That might go up on the market. And then, yeah, look at all of, you can see all of those beautiful bullseye colors. I'm eager to go through this. A lot of these labels, well, some of them were illegible, and then others said 2009 or 2009, 2010. So a lot of this stuff is old. As we were pulling some of the sheets, I think some of it might have been special production, but most of this seemed to be standard color. So that is today's haul. There are, oh yeah, there's kiln furniture. I showed you all those totes. Just an amazing amount of glass that came home with me today. Kiln shelf, some other things. So, oh, I also forgot to show this. This is a very large roll of Bullseye Thin Fire, and I don't know how much was on there originally, but there is a heck of a lot left. Hope you enjoyed this. You're gonna see some of this. You're gonna see me eventually trying to learn to use the Morton system. You're gonna see me eventually testing some of this glass from compatibility where I'm not sure about the Dicro, the clear rods, some of that stuff. I may be doing some projects with rods, because while I don't do flame working, I now have a lot of rods that I'm gonna have to figure out what to do with. Hope you enjoyed this, and take care. Hope you get lucky like this too. Just keep your eye out. You never know what you find. This was a Facebook Marketplace find locally, and I got very lucky. Bye-bye.